So recently I posted the best landing locations for the brand new changes to Storm Point within Apex Legends Season 13. That video seemed to do really well and you guys seem to really enjoy it. And with the landings video comes a rotations video. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the best places to land and where to rotate from there. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Dominate and again, welcome to the channel. I post every other day to help you become an Apex Legend. So if that is something you are interested in, then make sure you do go down below and drop a sub. Just before getting to the video, I do want to thank you guys for the bottom of my heart, and I just appreciate for how well this year is going. We're only in May and I have more views in the whole of 2022 than I did in 2021. Not only that, I hit 1,000 subs in November of 2021 and we're already at 1,664 at the time of the recording. So just this year alone, I have more views this year than I have ever before, and in 5 months we gained nearly 600 more subs. So yeah, thank you guys so much for your support, and without any more talking, let's get straight into it. Just before I actually talk about all the locations, we'll not be going in depth about why you should be landing at these locations. That's in my other video, the landings location video. So if you want to know why you should be landing at these places, make sure you're watching that video. But yeah, I'm just going to be talking about where to land and where to rotate from them. So starting us off will be at the wall. Now from the wall, you want to go through the grav cannon and go over to North Pad. From North Pad, you want to rotate up to the IMC base. And then from the IMC base, you want to head over to Cascades Falls. So there's a couple of reasons why you want to head from the wall down to North Pad through the grav cannon. So there is a Prowler's Nest in between here, so you can rank up your Evo and get extra ammo. Not only that, North Pad is most likely to be contested as well, so you can get yourself some early KP. So people from down beast would have rotated up to North Pad all the other way around. If people didn't want to land at down beast, they would have landed at North Pad, then rotated in. So there's either people waiting at North Pad to rotate into down beast, or people from down beast who have rotated into North Pad. So from North Pad, you want to head to the IMC base. Now the IMC bases are totally underrated this season. There is the whole thing about people camping on the roof, but half the time those people do absolutely nothing to you because you could just rotate out straight away. So the reason why you want to actually head up to the IMC bases is to get that weapon that you haven't got yet. Let's say you want a Havoc and you haven't found a Havoc for the longest time, head into the IMC base and then most likely on the weapon rack. Not only that, you get to kill the Spectres. Spectres grant you Evo Shield, so if you didn't get enough Evo Shield from the Prowlers, you can rank up all the way to red. I'm not over exaggerating there, you can get red armor from the Spectres. Again, from the Spectres you get the ammo, and the more you kill, the better loot that you get from the smart loot bins. So you go over to North Pad for the contest people, head up to IMC base. The IMC base is for you to get that extra Evo Shield and that extra ammo and loot that you actually need, which you haven't been able to get yet. And then from there you want to head over to Cascade. Now the reason why I want to head over to Cascade is because it is the most center POI in the map. So once you're at Cascade, you can go to wherever the ring is pulling. If the ring is pulling down to antenna, then you go down to antenna. If it's pulling down to barometer, you go down to barometer. If it's pulling up to lightning rod, you can go to lightning rod. So once you're in that center location, you can go absolutely anywhere on the map. But again, once you're Cascades, you've got another, I think it's spiders this time. So you got another wildlife zone where you can rank up even more if you did not get red armor throughout the whole thing of going to North Pad, killing the people there and the Spectres in the IMC base. So if you still didn't get red or purple, then you can get it from the spiders near Cascades Falls. Just to recap that one, we have the wall, then you use the grav cannon to go over to North Pad. From North Pad, you want to rotate to the IMC base, and then from the IMC base, you want to go to the Cascades, and then from there, you just go to wherever the ring is pulling. And that's about it for the first rotation. The next rotation is actually going to land at Fish Farms. From Fish Farms, you want to head up to Launchpad, but whilst you're at Fish Farms, you might as well loot that IMC base. So yeah, Fish Farms, and if you want, if it's already been used, head over to that IMC base, then head over to Launchpad, go over to Stormcatcher, and then finish off at Command Center. Launchpad is always contested, so for these rotations you want to be getting them early kills, or just for pubs anyway, just getting them kills on the board anyway, just improving your stats. Don't forget, you're not going to get better if you're not getting into fights. So yeah, when I land at Fish Farms, which is usually not contested, and there's a hell of a lot of loot there. You can see just by the minimap, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big buildings. That's plenty of loot for 3 people. You also have a trident nearby, near the IMC base, or on the other side over here, and that's easy rotation to Launchpad. Then Launchpad, we want to get in them kills. From Launchpad, you want to head up to Stormcatcher. Now, the good thing about heading up to Stormcatcher is that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wildlife zones on the way. So you can get that armor that you need. You should not be coming out anywhere under purple. And if you do ended up going for that IMC base before heading up to Launchpad, And after going after all of these wildlife zones, you should not be on anything under red. So these are huge things and one of the perks of playing on Storm Point. So yeah, Storm Point is usually contested, but if it's not, that's absolutely fine. But again, you can get the extra loot that you may not have had before. And then you will head up to Command Center. Again, just like Cascades, Command Center, it's not as central as Cascades, but it is probably one of the most central POIs. It's in an actual POI, if you get me. The other ones, you've got Antenna, but again, that's more down south, and Command Center is more up north. But once you're at Command Center, you can then go absolutely anywhere. And then from Command Center, you want to go to wherever the ring is heading. Like I said, you can go anywhere. So just to recap that one, you land at Fish Farms, head up to Launchpad, but before you go to Launchpad, you can get the IMC base. Not only that, so you have 2 tridents to pick from, which you can head over to Launchpad to. Then from Launchpad, you want to head over to Stormcatcher. And again, once you're heading over to Stormcatcher, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wildlife zones that you can be taking advantage of. Once you're at Stormcatcher, if there's not people, that's absolutely fine. Carry on moving. If it is contested, then make sure you get into those fights and improving you as a better player. And then from Stormcatcher, head over to Command Center. And once you're at Command Center, just loot up a little bit more if you don't have the loot you want or need. And then just go to wherever the ring is pulling you. Now for our final rotation for this video, you want to be landing at the caves. From caves, you want to head over to Barometer. From Barometer, you want to head over to Antenna. Then from Antenna, you want to simply go up to this way. And then again, you're pretty much center of the map. From there, you can go anywhere. You can head up to Cascades Falls, or you can just stay at the current location. The only bad thing about this rotation is that you do have to go through Jurassic Park. But again, Prowlers equal Evo Shield. Just make sure when you're rotating through here, you are not sticking around for any longer than 3 minutes. If you are, once you're shooting Prowlers, you're going to be attracting every single player in the map, because again, it is pretty central. So you don't want to be lasting very long in there. You want to head through the little entrance through the cave and then go to wherever the ring is pulling you. Again, caves, there's a load of loot for you and your team. Just by counting on the minimap, there's 9 different buildings in caves. 9 buildings for 3 players and a load of supply bins. That's more than enough. Again, you have the IMC bases near the caves too, so you could do them, get the Spectres, get your Evo Shield up, get the smart loot bins as well, get that extra loot that you need. And once you're heading over to Barometer, you have 2 different wildlife zones too if you didn't get anything less than purple. Head over to Barometer. Again, Barometer is most likely contested, but that's good. The more fights you're in, the better you're going to get. When you head over to Barometer, you want to clear that. And if it is something you are struggling on, actually getting better as a player, don't forget my channel is all about getting better as an Apex Legends player. So if you truly are struggling, just click on my name, and I got plenty of playlists to help you out. So for Barometer, again, you want to head through to Jurassic Park, but do not stay long in there. That place is for that extra loot in the middle and the Prowlers. Stay there 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops. You cannot stay there for any longer than 5 minutes. Then head through the entrance of the little mountain. And then from there, go to wherever the ring is pulling you. That's today's video, guys. If you found this video helpful and are entertaining in any way, shape or form, then make sure you do go down below and drop a sub. Don't forget, subscribing is absolutely free, and if you really want to, you can unsubscribe later. So what I said at the very beginning of the video, I truly mean. Honestly, the support this year alone has been absolutely insane. This year has been better than last year, and we're only into the 5th month. We're not even halfway through yet. So if you are trying to get better, I have a tier list playlist that will be linked in the description down below. Once again, it's been my pleasure, and until next time, keep dominating, legends.